Okay, so we operated the radio there, and it wasn't 100% satisfactory. And I've let it sit here now for a few hours off, so it's cold as can be. And let's start it up again and poke around and see what we can find out about it. So I'm going to put it on current restriction and keep the voltage down a bit. And remember, this switch doesn't do anything right now. It's shorted out in the back. I should really remove the short. So here we go. Okay, can you see it there? See the pointer moving up right here. It's right up around just under 120 now. It's going up, up, up. Well, a little more up. And now it's falling at 115. And it looks like it's going to hold at 115. That's a pretty normal voltage, isn't it? Okay, we'll just listen to it here. I won't touch anything. Well, I don't really hear those static crashes anymore. It all seems pretty steady. Okay. Oh, that's good. Let's see what we can tune in. It's not easy to... Let's use a bigger knob here. Hey, what happened? What happened there? Seems to be coming back now. Not such a good sign. Now that crackling seems to be there. switch doesn't seem to affect it here. We're on the highest band right now. Let's go to the middle band. The volume's up fairly high too. Yeah, too high really. The output seems low. Because I don't, well, it's still 115 volts. So could be a very powerful station right in here somewhere. 4.8. No luck. Oh. Certainly got louder there, didn't it? Now I'd say it's operating properly. And notice the crackling is gone. There, look at that. Well, that's clear evidence of something. So, doing all those capacitors hasn't solved this problem. But I'm not sure the radio was working well at all before. So, I think we did get a benefit out of doing that. Let's poke around with these. There doesn't seem to be anything at all that's sensitive to. How about just maybe? Yeah, see that? Maybe it's bad bearings in the capacitor. That's why don't we throw a little cleaner in there. So there's a couple of bearings here. There's one down in here, and then there's one over here. So we're going to loop both those. Okay. Got it. Hang on one moment while I use two hands here. Okay. You missed that. Yes, you did. So let's raise. Down in there. That did loosen it up. Wow, that really loosened it up. That's much better. Now we want to get a couple other spots here. Maybe I'm going to use some cleaner. So ponder my screwdriver there for just a moment while I switch to some contact cleaner here. It's like a forest of screwdrivers there. Okay. They are dirty. You can see the dirt on the plates. I don't think spraying them did much good to them. Would knock out anything large in there, maybe. Phooey. There's another bearing right there. That seems to be the contact point right there, right center screen there. Now you can see fluid that I've sprayed is in there. Jesus, scared me. When the camera falls over, the image on my screen tips over too. And, out of the corner of your eye, it sort of looks like everything's falling over in my shop. Okay, so is that going to need much difference? Easier to turn the tuning knob, that's for sure. No, I think the output's gone way low. This is AM now.
When I was a kid, and I see what's happening over there where they're having segregated lectures in universities, and I think that's pretty insulting. You know, like,
That would be 10:10 AM, and it's right on the spot. It's right on. I think it's running quiet. Why don't we, what should we do here? Should we tip it up? And we can double check the alignment on it. So I'm going to do what you never should do. I'm going to fiddle a bit with the alignment. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, that's where it is now. I can't do this without a signal for crying out loud.
for these cultural beliefs, you don't want to make this an us versus them kind of scenario. It paints itself that way, it lends itself to that kind of discussion, but it's plain and simple. The values of the country have to come first. That, whether you've been here all your life, or you were born here, or whether you're from another country, the values of this country trump everything. And it's about time politicians started to stand up and say that. Well, there's a level though, you know, and we talked about, sure, we don't have a problem with a lot of food, culture food. There are certain areas where we make accommodations or try to see that people are
Lost control.
but there is a lot.
It's not making much difference anyway.
Star Talk, star 1855, 267, 1010. A lot of people want to interact with us on this. We'll give you an opportunity to do so. Also, a little later on in the show,
Hey, what's this radio doing here? It's getting louder.
in this city are being told, just play on that field and cement and potholes. Yeah, there is exactly cement in the end zone. It's just a check up in high school. Rather than getting that clean, we'll talk a little bit about that. Friendly Fire Live, in-depth radio, News Talk 1010.
I didn't get it, boy.
News Talk 1010, high over traffic.
Well, pretty much just all you can deal with is heading up right now on southbound 401 is improving. They'll still heading now from the 427 Allen, northbound DVP still seems delayed before 401 eastbound just past those things. We keep your eyes open there. Some problems. Shoulder westbound QEW is still pretty heavy go off the 427 on and off as to Mississauga Road is still seeing some delays on the north.
Okay. Shut it off. Shut it off. There we go. what should we do now? The problem is not very pronounced. It's not clear if it's bad, who knows what. Yeah, exactly. It's not clear if it's bad, who knows what. What other parts are in here that could be suspicious? How about this big old resistor down here? Now it seems like the radio warms up a bit and then it acts up. I'm sitting here, the radio cold, I may get readings that are just fine. Okay, so this is supposed to be 33. Okay. Well, looks like there's a voltage there. It's interfering with the measurement. Yeah, I'm right on these big capacitors here, so. Oh, I think I was in the wrong spot too. I really don't have a light on. I might have been reading the wrong spot there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. .3 ohms. That's a pretty suspicious reading. Let's reverse my leads here. 4.3 ohms. Okay, so that's interesting. That this resistor may be wandering around in its resistance, causing these maybe a fluctuation in the B plus or something like that. Okay, pick the radio up and then let it go dead again. Could account for crashing noises too. Okay, my money's on that resistor. Now, if I'm, I don't really have one to replace that with. I don't want to damage that one and find out there's nothing wrong with it because, wait, where is that resistor? Wait a minute. It's not where I thought it was. Let's connect it. So that resistor, that's this one right here. 33 ohm, 1 watt. Well, that's interesting because I got suspicious that this capacitor was, no, this is the one that fried. So this one fried, and that resistor got cooked. That's my story. Usually resistors go up in resistance though. The other end of the resistor is connected in the tube here. So there's no way, well, let's put it this way, if I take a resistance reading across the resistor like I did, it should be exactly correct. So that resistor is bad news. I gotta get it out of there. Okay, I think we're ready. See if we can pull this off the terminal. I don't think so. It looks like it was put on pretty good. But Maybe we can pull this lead off here. Not quite. You see me using these blue cutters all the time. There's my one-time favorite cutters, but they suffered abuse at a young age, and they're not as muscular as even these. These are fairly good. If I want to do something really muscular, I have something else that I use. Let me try to preserve my cutters. There we go. He's hanging out in space now. Let's do another test, even though I'm pretty sure what we saw is what we saw. Especially getting the same reading in two directions. That's quite reassuring too. So now it's saying 9, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. Now it says open circuit. What? Oh, that thing said 4K. They went, what's going on here? I think it's just a totally unreliable resistor. Wow. Yeah, definitely. It's all over the map. Now, what am I going to do? 33. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to hunt. I got to go hunt for her. Okay, I rummaged through my tray of assorted big resistors. And what I found was a 33. Okay, now another. No, that's not 30. That's 330. Oop. Yeah, that's 330. So that won't work. It's a little low on the. These ones are going to work for me though. Because I think that's blue, gray, black. I think that's 50. I don't know, 57. Blue, gray. I don't know. But that's big. Put two of these in parallel, I get way more wattage than needed. There's another one right there. So let's measure it. 68, so it probably is 68. Blue-gray, 68, sounds fine to me. So 2 68s in parallel is going to give you half that. Half of 68 is 34. Bingo. We're right there. Just like that. So that's what we'll do. And it'll never get warm. Somewhere I have a box. I have a box of resistors somewhere too. Yeah, what are these? These are 200 ohm resistors. Anyway, not of any use right now. Oops. A little too vigorous there. Okay. Pretty long wire I'm leaving out there. Now, where did I cut it off of? I cut it off at here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's a little tricky. Another part to the garbage. A growing pile of dead electronic parts over here. They've done their duty, and now they're laid to rest. Okay. Well, I'm given the 80% odds that that was a big problem. Not a small problem, but a big problem. So let's give it another test. So what we're looking for is a much stronger volume, and I'm sure generally better performance. Okay, we'll check for safety's sake here. We're ready to go. Volume's down, and there we go. We're watching the voltmeter here. It's just doing what it did last time, climbing close to 120. Oh, what's that sound? Why is that jumpy? And now it's dropping back to 115. Oop, what happened? Very little volume now. No way. Okay, wait, okay. Okay. Okay, let's get that guy dousing. Perfect. Gas, no fluid here. There's some fluid. Whew. Feels pretty grindy. You know, the wafer switches weren't in very good shape. I wonder if you could say, man, if the wafer switches aren't in good shape, I'll bet you the controls are really messed up too. I wonder if those things go hand in hand because of similar... oh, jeez. Sprayed myself in the finger there. Because of the similar forces that are causing the degradation of the wafer switch would also cause degradation in the controls. That's a soaker there, boy. Really, it's this guy down here. Let's leave it like that. Let's operate the radio up on an angle like this. Good to go. Speakers connected. Volume's down. Power on. You can't see the voltmeter, but I can. It's at 120. Holding. Dropping now. 115, and we're not hearing much of anything. I've killed it. Annihilated the radio. I've killed it. It's gone away. How come? What happened? Antenna still on? Still plugged in? I've drowned it. I've drowned the radio. And bump a tube. Oh. Fix something that didn't need fixing. Okay, this is the middle shortwave band. At the one end we were able to pick up a station before. What's all that? What's all that crappy stuff? Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I'm telling you, how do accidents happen? Kind of like that. Okay. We don't want any accidents happening. Sounds like lightning again. Our friendly lightning has returned. How do you like that? Wow. I don't like setbacks. We were doing good there. That's a cheap way to make the video exciting, you know. Throw a knob on the ground. Break some dishes. Yeah, it's like Snap, Crackle, Pop again. I have no idea if doing this temperature reading is a really sensible thing or not. It's just I have this gun and I don't know what else to do at the moment, so why not go through. Ooh, there's a 48 there. Why did I get a 48? It's just the tube base, I believe. Tube looks mighty warm. You know what? This might be a good time to post. Everybody have a good listen. What do you think's causing this? Jeez, that scared me. Whoa, she's going over. Now what? Well, I see another very small resistor, like a small resistance resistor, but very same style as that other one. Let me poke it. Doesn't seem to do anything. I'm not sure you can poke out a problem like this. How do we know for sure it's not a loose tube? Let's just run through them quickly here. Nothing heard from any of those. Nothing heard from any of them at all. Nothing heard from the radio at all. She's dead, Jim. You know what, I've removed its heart and I removed that many parts. It's too much for the patient. It's too much all at once. Okay, well, I think it's time to think about this one a little more. Once again, I'm back to the capacitors in the IF causing all that noise and static in this operation. That's kind of where we're at with this guy. Geez, I had him working, so-so, and then... that's how it goes with these old radios, though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.